Hey everyone, welcome back. Okay guys, we're going to get down to it. Guys, you are doing amazing. Remember, we only have like a week left. Wow. So keep on going. Keep sending me those stuff. You guys are doing awesome. So guys, let's start off with our joke today. Okay. Where do people who live at the North Pole keep their money? Give up. In the snowbank. Get it? Snowbank, because the North Pole is snowing. Okay, I correct myself up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to our fractions, guys. We're going to be on page 753 starting off today. Okay, guys, I am going to show you the little trick that I used, and I've been showing you the last couple of days, but we'll go over it because you're going to actually have to draw the lines today in order to make equal parts, okay? Because fractions are equal parts or pieces. So here, I have halves, thirds, and fourths. Same size candy bar, okay? Now, in order to make halves, that's two pieces. So you always draw one less line than you need. So what's one less than two? One. So you draw one line. We have three. What's one less than three? Two. So we need to draw two lines. And of course, guys, it's not going to be perfect, but we'll just guesstimate here. Four. What's one less than four? Three. So we draw three lines. And that's how we make our equal parts. One less line than the number. Okay? For halves, thirds, and fourths. Cool? The only time that we cannot do that, guys, is if we have a shape like a circle. Okay? Because remember, we talked about if you do lines down, this guy is not going to get an even piece as the other guys do. So with those, when you have a circle, you need to think like a pizza or a pie. Okay? The half is easy. Now, if we want three parts, think of it like a peace sign. Groovy dude. Now, of course, that bottom is not kind of equal, so we'll spread it out. Okay? And if you want fourths, we do your window. Okay? So straight down for halves, groovy dude peace sign for thirds, and a window for fourths. Okay? So remember, you're trying to keep it like a pizza or a pie. Okay? So, guys, before we start on the other two pages that do just that, and I've lost my lid, there it is. We're going to review, remember, reminding our brain that we need equal parts, right? So on page 753, that's what we're going to do. It says circle the shapes that show equal parts. That nobody's going to be upset if you share with them, okay? So let's look at this guy. I would not want to be that dude in the corner for that candy bar, would you? So is that even? Nope. What about that guy? He sure is. Because if we turn it like that, he's just straight up and down, right? It's kind of hard to hold my book here. What about this guy? Nope. Ooh, this guy doesn't get much at all, does he? Nope. What about this one? Nope. What about this guy? Yep, they are even. And our window, so we know our window is even. Okay, just to get our brains thinking about drawing equally, or as equally as we can, because we know it's not perfect. So on page 754, at the top, they give you examples of how you can make things, and we went over that, okay? Now, we're doing it ourselves. They showed you how to do the circle into thirds. Now, number 2, do you remember how to half or halves make halves? Very good. You could go straight down or straight across, whichever one. I drew it straight down. Okay? On number 3, it says to draw fourths. 4. So we draw how many lines? What is 1 less than 4? 3. So we draw 1, 2, 3 lines to make fourths. Over here, halves. Now guys, I'm gonna do straight down because it's half. Oh, that wasn't very even, was it? Or you could have done like a grilled cheese sandwich and gone across. Here's fourths with that circle. Remember, we can't draw lines straight down. We have to make it like a pizza. And for fourths, I'm going for that window shape, right? Over here, thirds. 3. What is 1 less than 3? 2. So I draw 2 lines. I know my lines aren't the greatest or most even, but you get the point. All right, guys, what I want you to do is I want you to do 755 on your own, okay? Now, down at the bottom, it says, does this shape show thirds? Well, I see that it has 1, 2, 3 pieces. But guys, are those pieces even or equal? They're not, because these last 2 guys are gonna get less of the candy bar than the guy at the top. So I'm going to put no because it is not equal pieces. There are not equal pieces. No, comma, because there are uneven pieces, or not equal. See that, kiddos? All right, that's why it's not thirds. There are 3 pieces, but we know in fractions, we need to have equal pieces to be fair, okay? So go ahead and finish up 755 on your own and send it to me and we'll check it, okay? So go ahead and pause this video if you want to and do that. I'm heading right on to my flimsy book today. Flimsy book. Now, our handwriting for today, guys, is you're going to choose which page, either 115 or 122 to do in cursive. Now, I'll do part of 115 in cursive, okay? Now, guys, I'm mostly going to have you do this on your own because I know it's going to be super easy for you, okay? You're making all of the LY words go on one side and all of the full words go on this side. So let's look at the first couple of words that we have over here. Number 1 is helpful. So which side, LY or full? The full side. So I'm going to write helpful in cursive. Now guys, if this is not the page that you want to do in cursive, you're welcome to do the next page. I'm just doing mine on this page. Helpful. Now I've used number 1. I'm going to go down to number 2. Sadly. I'm going to put that on the LY side. Sadly. Okay? Now, guys, go ahead and finish that on your own. It says to underline the suffix in each word. So I'm going to be underlining the LY on this side and the full on that side. All right? Now, go ahead and pause this video. You can finish this on your own and send it to me, okay? Now, if you're unpaused, we're going to go on to page 122. 122. Okay? Now, we are circling which verb, those irregular verbs. We've had has, have, and had, do, does, and did. you're circling the word. Now on the bottom, if you've chosen to do this page in cursive, you'll write the word in cursive on the line, okay? So, number 1, last week, the goat and lamb have long hair, had long hair. Last week, past tense, I'm gonna circle had. Now guys, we're gonna do one more of those together before you do it on your own, okay? Number 2, yesterday, in the past, they blank a haircut. Yesterday they have a haircut. Yesterday they had a haircut. Had. Very good. Now guys, I'm going to show you my 1 and 2, just like that. I want you to do 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Okay, and then you can come back and check it with me. So go ahead and pause. Now, if you're unpausing, the lamb has short hair now. Number 4, the goat has short hair too. Now we have wool to make a rug. So if you're checking this with me, go ahead and give yourself big old check marks if you got those right. Down at the bottom, guys, if you're choosing to do this in cursive, write it in cursive on the line. If not, do it in print. Number 6, Jerry blank something fun. Jerry do something fun. Jerry does something fun. What do you think? Does. So, guys, I will write it in cursive for some of you kiddos that are going to be doing it in cursive. Does. Number 7, Tanya and Raj blank a dance on the rug. Do a dance, does a dance. Do. Good job. Number 8, they blank their favorite dance yesterday. So yesterday's in the past. They do or they did? Did. Good job. Did. Number 9, Jerry blank his best when he jumped. Jumped has that ed, so that shows me it's in the past. So is it did his best or do his best? Did. Good job, guys. Number 10, he blank his best right now. So he do his best or does his best? Does. Very good. I'm going to show you my answers. So you can go back and check and see how you did, because I'm sure you did amazing. Woohoo! Now, let's do our trucker cheer. You want to? Here we go. Vroom, vroom, honk, honk. Way to go, little buddy. Good job, guys. Now, that is our flimsy book for today. We're going to shut that, and you're going to get out your hardback reader. Now, today, after you have read your story, we are answering question number 2. Question number 2 on our classroom conversation. So after you read, kiddos, it says, what do you think would be the hardest step in making a Navajo rug? And why do you think that? She had to do a lot, didn't she? She had to cut the wool off. She had to clean the wool. She had to comb the wool. She had to dye the wool, or she had to pull the wool into yarn, didn't she? And then she had to go and dye it, and then she made her rug. So there's so many steps here. Which step do you think would be the most difficult step in making this rug, in your opinion? And tell me why. I'll give you your sentence starter, okay? I think blank would be the most difficult step because. Dot, dot, dot. Teacher talk for keep on going, right? I think, would it be I think washing the wool? I think cutting the wool, I think dyeing the wool, I think spinning the wool, whichever one you want, would be the most difficult step because, and tell me why you would think that. Do you think it would take a long time? Do you think it would just be hard to do? Explain it to me, okay? And I can't wait to see your answers. All right, kiddos, that finishes us up for today. So read your story with someone at home and do your number 2 on your classroom conversation, and I will check them and give you some feedback. All right, guys, until tomorrow. Mwah! Love you bunches. Bye.